This video is about Lesson 10 in our Math Ready book. Lesson 10 is on modeling and solving multi-step word problems. So let's get started. We're going to take a look at a word problem that requires us to do more than one step, and we're going to look at some ways that we can set that problem up to write an equation and solve the equation. So here we go. This is a page from our Ready book, and I just picked a problem that I thought would be a good one to get started with, which, by the way, is not at the very beginning of the lesson. I really encourage you to go to the very first problem in the lesson because it walks you through some really good steps of modeling and solving. So I've got my paper right here to hide my work I've done so far. I want us to focus on just the word problem. It says, in a video game, Adrian earns 5 bonus spins on each of the first 3 levels and 2 bonus spins on each of the next 3 levels. How many bonus spins does Adrian earn on all 6 levels? One thing that I think is so important when it comes to these multi-step word problems is that we highlight or circle or underline the important information. So I'm going to go first right here where it says 5 bonus spins on each of the first 3 levels. And I'm going to underline that, or you could circle it. And then one more thing that's really important is that Adrian earns 2 bonus spins on each of the next 3 levels. So I'm picturing in my mind that there are 6 levels in all. And as I go back and read this last question, how many bonus spins does Adrian earn on all 6 levels? First thing that comes to my mind is to draw a table. So I'm going to move my paper down and show you what I did. I drew this. And this is definitely something you could do. You may think this is a little more work than you have to do, and that may be true. But if you need to spread it out, it's always okay to make a model of what this should look like. So for the first 3 levels, 5 points each, or 5 spins each. And for the next 3 levels, 2 spins each. Okay, now, here's a way we could write that as an equation. We could just say 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. And that's fine. That's a good way to solve it. But I also want us to look at a little way we could condense these steps. And that is by saying, since 5 is being added 3 times, let's just write it as 5 times 3. And since 2 is being added 3 times, let's just do 2 times 3. So I just want you to be familiar with all of these ways and be able to read this and know that this is what it means. Okay, now I'm going to push this aside and I want to show you a different problem. This is also in our Ready book, but this is more, it's going to include more than one operation. Back here, we were just doing all addition or all multiplication. Let's take a look at the difference in this. Garrett is paid $4 for each hour he babysits. Mrs. Becker pays him for 5 hours of babysitting. On the way home, Garrett spends $9 on a book and $6 on a puzzle. Write an equation to find how much money Garrett has left from the money Mrs. Becker pays him. So, Garrett has earned money and he's spent money. So, let's take a look. This first equation I wrote, I just wanted to combine in this parentheses the money he's earned and the money he's spent. Now, notice I'm multiplying 4 times 5 because it was $4 an hour for 5 hours. I'm subtracting because I want to take away the money he spent. But inside the parentheses, I'm adding 9 plus 6 because he spent $9 and $6. Excuse me. Now, here's something else I want to show you. I drew a bar model, and I'm also going to bring this into view. This is a bar model they made in the book, and theirs looks neater than mine does. But I love this double bar model because it shows the top row being what Garrett earned, and then the bottom row being what Garrett spent. And the question mark shows whatever is left here is how much he has remaining. So I could go about solving 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. Add that all up, or say 4 times 5. And then subtract 9 and subtract 6. And whatever I'm left with is my answer. So I wrote this one final way. And I really like this way too. 5 times 4, I'm multiplying the complete amount Garrett earned. But this time, instead of taking away 9 plus 6, I'm going to take away the $9, then take away the $6. it really is all the same, going to get you to the same answer. One more thing I want to talk about is, why did I write an M and why did I write an R? Letters are used a lot in equations to mean this is our missing number. This is our unknown number. So I just used M here. I started off thinking about M for money, but it could be any letter. It could just be a blank. It could be a question mark. And then here, I don't know why I chose R. I just thought, let's show that another letter could do the same thing, and it would just be, it just still is going to get us to our final answer. We can have that missing amount in the beginning of the equation or at the end. We're still going to be doing the same thing. I hope this helps, and I'll talk back to you soon.